Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here's Haskins to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. So
this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
56.
Hey, Steve 6.
From the gun, here's Gordon. That's complete. It's Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes
this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hold on. Check. 11. Hey, Charlie. 59.
Gone. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Gordon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
2 for 66.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. Now Haskins on first down. Able to find his running back, Geis. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Second down, Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Now Haskins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up at an offset eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation. They run with Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
No. Slam. Hey, kill. Check 13.
Here's Gordon. Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, gone. It's caught, Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go. Rick Flair.
On first down, gone. Well, this one complete to Smith. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is gone. He's got it to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Los Angeles.
Hot. 120. 2 for 1.
From the red zone now. Gone. Got Gordon open. Completes it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Goff throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on third. Gone. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, tonight. 120. 76, tell him. 76. 76.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
To the air again. Gone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Let's go, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey. Check nickel.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, man. Watch it.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
At their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Let's go, son! 20!
56. Let's go.
5.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Go! 180!
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home. Ball, sir!
Mike 56, Mike 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, lift.
From the gun on third down. Gone. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. Steps away, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks. The speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This pass finds its way to Williams. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Fourth punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Geis. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now it's Haskins that escapes the sack. Able to fight through one tackle. And it is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
14.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
We go tonight. Flag 20.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
59 mark, check, 59.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Come on, D. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hatchet. Hit up.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. They'll run with Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect.
2nd down, Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Come on, 180.
56. Here it comes.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
12.
Now gone. try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right? The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Geis. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Haskins to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Motion, motion, motion. Check 15.
Goff going to throw it. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
76. 76. 17. 17. 17.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him.
Check 31, check 31.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
49 the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.